us to make decisions for this city. Help us make the right decision and guide our words, our thoughts, our actions, and our deeds as we make decisions for the citizens of the city. We ask that you bless our town and continue moving us in the right direction, but move us towards you, Lord. And I pray this all in your name. Amen. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Forgot the pledge.
Chief not here.
He's got Jolie here.
All right, is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
Motion.
Is there a second? All in favor? Is there a motion to pass the consent agendas 1, 2, and 3?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Public comment. Mr. Martin, come on up.
All right, nobody asked me to do this, but I just thought I'd do it anyway. Just wanted to kind of give you guys a report on the Members of the Park since the city sponsored it. Wanted to make sure I let you guys know kind of what happened. We had 2.5 events. The city sponsored 2 events, and first one was Moana 2, and we had about 200 people for that one. It's a good turnout for the first one. And the second one was supposed to be 2 weeks ago, Memorial Day weekend, I believe. And we had obviously the sudden severe storms come through. So about an hour and a half into that, we ended up having to shut it down, chase everybody away, and tell them to go home, which was good because 20 minutes later, high winds and thunderstorms, lightning. Anyway, so we rescheduled it for a really quick turnaround so that people wouldn't lose interest. About a week later, we had probably at least as many, if not more, probably closer to 250 people at this last one, which is really good because the rescheduled event tends to be
Here.
less well known and less publicized, even though I did re-up the billboard and paid for more social media marketing. So anyway, we had 2 really good shows. If you guys are able to see the Petal Neighborhood page, I did a post today asking for public feedback, and nothing but good. The citizens seem to like it. It seems like a good bargain for the city to provide a really fun set of events, and if we could continue to grow it, I think that would probably be beneficial to Petal. I'd like to do 2 more from this year, if possible. Potentially one in late September and maybe a Halloween one with Halloween theme, costume party, that sort of thing, or costume contest, that sort of thing. So anyway, I just wanted to give an update on that and enter into the record my deep appreciation for the mayor and the alderman for putting forward some money towards that, and for Josh Young and the Parks Department, for Matt bringing in the generators, Melissa and Amy when we needed power a couple weeks ago at the last minute. It was surprisingly disconnected from years ago. It was a lot of work to put this thing on, and seems to be a lot of people that enjoyed it, and hopefully something we can grow into the future. So I guess for the next 2 events, I'll have to come back up here and do requests for that. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how far in advance should I do that if I want to do one late September and one October?
August.
Yeah.
August? Okay.
I would assume we would set some budgetarily speaking, have that conversation too, just so it'd be budgeted next year.
September would be in this year's budget, but October would be.
Well,
Yeah.
We wouldn't pay him till October maybe.
Yeah.
Or just
Wait, I'm getting paid.
mail him out the check and don't sign it or something.
Yeah.
You know how we do it.
So, I'm wanting to go ahead and try to schedule 1 or 2 more. Do I need to just go ahead and get on the agenda for the next one so that we can start planning that stuff out? I would like to plan it out further if possible, because I want to do some food trucks for this next one, some other things. So should I just go ahead and get on next?
Yeah. Whenever.
the next
Yeah.
meeting's agenda and request it then? Okay, I'll do that. You guys have any questions for me?
Thank you, Ron.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Good job, thanks. Ms. Cammy?
I haven't been here in a while. Okay, so event happening, is your inauguration, June 30th. We're excited about that. I sent the agenda out to the mayor. I don't believe you have any corrections on there, Mayor. On the agenda, I think we have went through everything.
Yeah.
We have, Miss Ada's, I'll send it out to everybody and just if you want to add or take away anything. Because we certainly want to get your opinion and your input on what's going on, but we have Miss Ada's church, coming to do the gospel choir and mass choir that will be singing the Battle Hymn of the Republic, and then America the Beautiful. So super excited about that. Super excited about that. And then of course, Star Spangled Celebration is upon us, and it's in full praise, and got some great vendors, really good music, Maywood Street Music. Y'all know them; they're amazing. Jukebox Heroes are coming back, and the fireworks will go off at 9 o'clock. But then after the fireworks is done, the bands will come back on stage as people are leaving. So yeah, we're getting our money for it this year. Fast forward to August for our August luncheon. We have Coach Wolf coming back for Paint football. Excited about that. His meeting was very good last year. Hope to have more of the members of the band and some more of the make it more of a kind of like a pep rally type thing. But his speech is always great in to kick off football. And then in September we're going to have Shad White that will be here for our meeting for September. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of an update. So if you have, I'll send out the agenda for your inauguration. We have, I believe, the Cosmopolitan ladies are helping with that. So I'm super excited about that for the help. And then again, if you have anything, if you review the agenda, let me know. I'm glad about it.
Awesome. Good deal. Thanks, Karen. All righty, no bids, quotes, no old business, general business. Their motion, request to sponsor the mayor's prayer breakfast. Is there a motion? Is there a second? All in favor? All right, now you can come up, Damaris.
Do you need an amount? Are we doing
Yeah,
a VIP table or a regular
Oh, they
table?
done agreed now. You can go up a little bit if you need to.
No, I can't. I would like to say, first of all, thank y'all for what you do for the city. I really love working with y'all. Also, I'm excited for our new building. They have cut the hole through the wall. And so now we access to the new addition. And once JD McElhaney gets a handicap bathroom sink installed, Kevin Lewis will turn the building over to us. Everything's done. Thank y'all for getting the rocks and Jody Young spreading it for us. It still has some erosion there. They are worried about that too.
I think we're tracking down a sewer issue over there as well,
Yeah,
still. Weston's aware of it.
I will say Clearwater is on the books. There is one VIP table left. Is all there is. The chamber's got one.
Are we sitting the
And-
alderman at the VIP table?
I don't know. That's what I was
That's
going to ask you. You might need two.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, y'all could get the other one too. Either way, whatever.
It's one is left, then it goes, and the tables are selling great. Mikey Zale is a guest speaker this year,
August 15th.
August the 15th from 7 to 8:30. Jeff Plateau will be catering it. Corner Market does the fruit, and Walmart does a fruit. So I want to invite all of you to come. Last year was Andy Gibson. He was phenomenal. He was very good. The feedback on that was very good.
Are we doing
and,
$400?
We are going to have a grand opening on our new edition, and I'd like for all of you to come. I don't know the date yet because I'm still working on when we get everything finished. We don't have money to put shelves in our new edition yet, but we can stack pallets up. That's one thing we didn't have room to do, so we can do that. So we're so excited. So our freezer door was wrong when the freezer came in. And we're $25,400 short on our freezer. Our freezer was $53,000 and we paid down, but the wrong door came in, so they've ordered another one. It should be here this week, and it will take them 3 days to get our freezer in. And after that, we're all set. So
You talked to Forest County on the tables?
no. Oh no! Yeah, Steve Strickler told me last night at the ball game. He's down for one.
Thanks, Shannon.
I've
Yeah.
already VIP'd him.
I don't want to have to
today.
listen to him if you
Oh,
didn't
I
give him
know.
a VIP
Yeah,
table.
we saw each other at the ball game last night.
If we
so-
either sit him in
Yeah,
the front or the
Steve's got
back,
his
way in the
table.
back, one of the two,
Yeah.
no middle
No,
ground.
yeah, no, Steve's got his too. But I will tell you this, I just thank y'all too, and I do thank the Forest County Board of Supervisors for, we got that $100,000 grant from them.
Nice.
That really helped us pay for the building. We did not borrow money to build our building.
That is fantastic.
We just
Appreciate,
have to borrow it to do the freezer unless y'all will help.
appreciate the work you do. That is a $400 table, for the
And
VIPs
if you
in this
need
room.
another one, you better let me know. Thank
Awesome.
y'all though.
You
I
did.
appreciate
Thanks so
all
much.
of you.
Appreciate
Any
that.
other questions? You don't have a question, Mark? Y'all can stop by and look at the building anytime.
You can text during the meeting, just start firing them off.
Yeah, thank y'all so
You did.
much.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Wayne.
Number 5, request to approve the following adjustments to services billed due to leaks. 208 Third Avenue, apartment 3, water 426, late fee $44.61. 142 Gandy Street, water 218 and 40 cents, late fee 37.09. 209 West 4th Avenue, water 273.60, late fee 47.89. 11 Mercer Road, water 109.20, and late fee 29.14. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Number 6, request to approve the addendum to extend time LPA professional services contract. Shaw's Dillman Waits for Matthews Branch sidewalk improvements through December 31st of 2025. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? That's basically extending it. I think we had put a time limit on and we'll probably have to extend that. I'm not really sure why we did the 31st for that.
I think they can only do 6 months at a time.
The update on it is everything is in MDOT's hands. Obviously, they've got to go through some federal hoops, and then we're ready to rip from a bid it out standpoint. So we believe that is forthcoming in the next week and a half. If it gets in later in the month, I will be running up and down Main Street screaming. But anyway, don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, appreciate that and be glad to see a shovel in the ground on that project. Request to grant a motion to allow the construction of an accessory structure less than 12 inches above the crown of the road for property located at 266 Cross Creek Drive with the listed parcel there per the Planning Commission's recommendation. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 8, request to transfer one HP large format printer asset 02792 from the water department to the fire department. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That's nice of them.
Well, I figured somebody else could use it, because we don't really. use it. And they can use it.
I'm not going to ask if it works or not. Just go from
It works.
it'll be on the next agenda. Change one of the numbers on the asset numbers just so it'll look like it's not like you gave them a dud or anything. But anyway, appreciate that.
Yeah, they're keeping the ink. They're just giving
That's
Where's
right.
the crap? They gotta buy it.
Was their budget this out of whack? What in the world? All righty. Request to dispose of the following property in the street department. I love seeing this. 1998 Crossley trailer, property number 2298, and 1988 International Dump Truck, property 2308, and a 1999 Ecoline 28-foot trailer, property 0903. and then a 2007 Chevy 1500, property 1560. New Holland 5060, property 1892. And then another New Holland N130 3222, property 0838. Is there a motion? Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Request to approve the docket of claims for the month of May 2025. Is there a second? All in favor? All righty, good stuff. Request to accept plans for specifications for the 2025 paving and authorization to advertise for bids per city clerk. Motion is second. All in favor? Understanding as well, we'll actually come out with that list at some point. That's the first hurdle. If you've made the first list, let's see, if you're not on the list now, you'll never make the last list. But obviously when it goes out to bid, numbers can change. So hopefully Sheriff German and Waits have been really good at hitting our numbers pretty good. But as we know, last time the numbers, there was a pretty good spread between who we used and, the 2 or 3 other contractors. But anyway, hopefully those numbers will come in like we need them to. But anyway, good stuff. Number 12, request to purchase one Kubota M5-111 HDC 4-wheel drive tractor from Parish Tractor for state contract price of $86,470.89. Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This will actually cannibalize the side arm on this one. This was part of one of the tractors that burn up on us. And so be good to get that. We're actually technically down to one bush hog at the moment.
Yeah,
One's in the shop getting some hydraulic work done. Okay. Okay.
We need to bring the boss.
Motion to offer. Is that what you're gonna say? Make an offer?
And also,
I
hire-
agree.
we could do that, but really I'm more worried
What
about
do you more quits?
to hire Chris out of Shell to perform search and closing if purchased.
We vote
You'll
on-
tell us.
we just vote on the tractor.
No,
Yes.
that's over there.
Yeah, we did. I checked mark that one.
Okay. Sometimes I get ahead of myself. All righty, good deal. Thanks. No, that'll be a conversation in the next month or so too, we're kind of caught in from of everything we do, it costs money. It's great to have some equipment, but we also have to have some people sit on that equipment until, I guess Elon gets to the machines take over, but anyway. Alrighty, number 13, request to purchase
Yeah, keep going.
property located at 122 Logan Street at a price of $21,800 pending a clear title. Is there a motion and a second for conversation?
Move motion.
Motion is second. This is something that had come to us. There was a little dispute on what the size of the property was. We had it at 0.56 acres. I think the party that now owns it was at 1.11 acres or something. So it made sense. So the initial cost on our side estimate was like $15,000. They wanted to sell it for $30,000. So it made sense. Okay, if we're wrong on it, it double the property and they double the price, $30,000. Have a nice day. Having some discussions with BJ Knoll and Chris Howdy-Shell, it seems like it is the 0.56. He did some more comp, did some more research, and was able to come up with the 21,800. I can't promise you the gentleman, and Josh has talked to him more than I have, would take the 21.8. There may be some other buyer out there. I'm not sure what the story is.
He's had offer more than 21.
Yeah,
I did tell him that being the city, we can
I
only
think
give
we're pretty handcuffed, aren't we?
what's worth.
We might go this a little bit, but we got to make this offer first.
We can't go to 30. I
No,
wouldn't
no,
see
no.
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
wouldn't see us ever going to 30. And I mean, it ain't like something we're going to do tomorrow. It's just something that kind of fits in our long-term plans over there.
So to this request, before you
Yeah.
guys vote on it, I would ask that somebody, whoever one of you guys that moved for it, would also amend the request so that we would hire Chris Howdy-Shell to perform title search and closing if purchased. And really, what which I'm asking to add really just kind of closes the parentheses on the rest of this request. I mean, it's something we normally ask for. And you can see here where, the mayor doesn't want to purchase, he's got it pending a clear title. And so what I'm basically asking you is, if we get to an agreed price, then Howdy-Shell would be the person, and we always rely on him, to perform that and tell us whether we got clear title. So I'm just amending this request so that we have all the relief that we want in one request.
He has the clear title.
Do we need to authorize the mayor to execute the documents?
I mean, you could go ahead and authorize that if they accept it, this pending price, you could go ahead and authorize the mayor to execute documents to sell as well. Yes. Or to purchase.
Yeah, I do.
So, do you make a motion?
To
Add
Sure,
Chris
yeah.
Howdashell and then to
Sure,
authorize
yeah.
the mayor to purchase if we get it at this price?
Yes.
All right.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Let's go.
Just kind of to update you on where we were at on that piece of property. It kind of got into a really weird estate issue, title issue. And so one of the reasons
Lost her.
we didn't jump on it, there would have been quite a bit of risk for the city. So the benefit, although we have paid more money when it's all said and done, the benefit has been now we've got, if this takes place, we would have a clear and clean title. The problem with us on our side is if we would have done it the other way and we would have jumped in front of all of this, we could have done a lot of infrastructure over there only to find out later that somebody would be thanking us for upgrading their property. So anyway, we felt, the administration felt as though, although you're paying a little more, it's a little less risky from an expense to the taxpayer. And it fits into our core mission of what we're trying to do over there. So anyway, appreciate that. Seminars and travel, number 14, request for Garrett Middlestat and Ethan Taylor to attend INSTAT at the State Fire Academy on June 4th. Total cost $20 each. Wow.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Number 15, request for Amy Heath and Randy
Powell.
Powell to attend Maze Conference in Biloxi, Mississippi on August 25th and 29th. Total cost $18.30. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Number 16, request for Josh Young to attend Mississippi Outdoor Stewardship Trust Fund Workshop in Jackson on June 18th. Total cost $0.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Orders and ordinances. Number 17, request to adopt ordinance amending section 22-79, 18 of ordinance 1981-53 per Rocky Eaton. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, so let me tell you about this. This is our Jake brake ordinance, and all we're doing is removing the words Jake brake, and changing it to engine compression brake. And we're doing that because the Jake brake is actually made by the Cummins Engine Company. And they wrote us, and then we're not the only person who got that letter. They said, hey, would you change your ordinance and then take off any Jake brake that's on your sign because you're infringing on our copyright. Turns out, though, that MDOT was ahead of the game on that. And so when we passed this ordinance and they put the signs out, it doesn't say Jake brake. So we don't have to change any signs. All we need to do is amend our ordinance. And I would recommend that we do that. Just so we're not infringing on somebody's copyright or messing with their copyrights and trademarks.
You mean amend our air brake ordinance?
There you go. Thank you.
It's already getting us in trouble.
That's right.
I'll expect a letter from the Taft Law Firm pronto. Got a motion, got a second. All in favor? Okay, number 18, request to adopt an ordinance increasing the rates of pay for elected officials per the
Sorry.
2024-2025 budget per city clerk. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? And I'll explain that, and I'll probably talk about that a little deeper. This is one of the things that we've been trying to address. These are always controversial when the people, I guess, elected to vote gives themselves a pay raise. One of the things we did from an administration and a board standpoint, we made sure we went last. If you've worked with us 5 years or more, you've gotten 3 pay raises over the 4 budgets that we've done, and we'll talk about that again. One of the things that I usually say, I guess the quick sum it up part of it is In 2021, when I first took office, I was the highest paid person in the city. And now I'm number 8. Not a problem for me. I'm in a situation that it's not that big of an issue, but I do understand later on down the road, I think there'd be some people that'd be fantastic sitting in this seat. And you can't really ask somebody to take a $20,000 and $30,000 pay cut to come sit here when they'd be good at this job. But anyway, any questions about that? Let us know. I'll probably talk about that a little deeper as we go. It's still on the bottom end of cities our size and budgets our size as well. So the last time this was done was 2017, I believe. So a particular with the aldermen, and I would stand up for them more so than I would on myself. We give them some bad information, or let's just say Melissa gives them some bad information and honest information. They vote on it. When Shad White comes here, he doesn't look for me. He looks for them and tells them to pull their checkbook out, and they're the ones who take the risk. So that's one of the things we always try to do is make sure we give transparent. We try to be transparent with you, but the administration wants to be transparent with the board. And I guess I'm probably a little different, having been an alderman. I probably give y'all a lot more info. Like, why are you telling them? Y'all are probably like, why don't you just handle that? But it's just because I know the things that I would want to know before I voted on certain things, or just the backstory. And everything. But I do appreciate the work that the board has done. As you see, if you forgot to put something like that on there, you also want to be paving on the same agenda. So to the employees that work here, we'll take a look at you guys, and I think y'all be happy once we take care of that. Appreciate the department heads, the efforts they're already doing on the budgets. Some really good stuff. These conversations are harder and easier when you're growing. Some cities aren't doing that. It's, you say, how's it harder? Well, now you got decisions to make. If you're broke, you just say, no, we can't do it. And I go home at 1 o'clock every day. Now you got money. You got to, y'all expect something from us. So anyway, always available. And I guess that wraps up the mayor's report as well. But I appreciate all the effort. We've got actually one more meeting. We haven't even finished 4 years yet. Appreciate Cammie and the energy she continues to bring. And I know inauguration now, I get nervous because now, like, okay, I got to give a pretty decent speech, and Alderman Bullock, because she's stepping up, and they're like, oh wow, that was good, except for those two guys. But anyway, anything else, Miss Ada?
Did you say they work 5 years before they get out of 5 and work?
No. If you work for us, we've got a longevity pay, but it doesn't kick in until you're 5. Until you've been here 5 years.
They work 5 years and then they get a raise.
Start getting longevity pay.
Oh.
So if you worked here, just worked here, you got 2 pay raises. Now I will say this, from July 1 to November something, I guess this position would be the highest paid. And then I think I'll probably promptly go to about 3rd. And I guess the whole cycle will start over again. I'll be 9th or 10th, and that's fine. Our folks deserve that, but also understand. And I know none of these guys are up here for the money, but we do have to justify the risk. And you don't want to do what we did with our employees, get so far behind that. I mean, over the last couple of years, it looked like we were given like crazy percentage raises, and we were. It's just we were so far behind because heck, we didn't have no money. So that's why I say shop pedal first, Cammie. You do that, man. Some of these, you pay our police, you
Well,
pay
I will tell you
our
that,
fire.
Last year, Shop Hill First was from our business feedback was one of the best we've ever had.
So important now.
So, and this year we're looking to double that book. So, hey,
And
get ready.
and I should say, we're talking about pay for people. You're going to hear, and you've seen some infrastructure there. You're going to see some huge conversations on infrastructure from the city here over the next few months. So those guys, unfortunately, you guys are going to earn it. But at the same time, when the administration, Melissa, brings something to y'all, we always want to have a reasonable way to pay for it. So anyway, we've got a lot of opportunity out there. So anything from the alderman? Anything from anybody else? Okay, sounds great. Thank y'all. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Is a motion a second? All in favor? Good deal. Appreciate you, gang.
Bye, Gerald.
Thank you.
I want to try to make it.
Already. I'm going.